The Great War, a conflict that engulfed nations, reshaped empires, and touched every family, from the humblest cottage to the grandest palace. Within the British royal family, the call to duty resonated deeply. Whilst her brothers served in the armed forces, Princess Mary, the only daughter of King George V and Queen Mary, then a young woman in her late teens, felt an equally powerful urge to contribute, to alleviate the suffering that was overwhelming the nation. In an era where the roles for royal women were still largely ceremonial or charitable in a more distant sense, Mary sought a path of direct, hands-on involvement. Her chosen field? Nursing, the very front line of care for the shattered bodies and spirits returning from the trenches of France and Flanders. She embarked on nursing training, learning the skills, the discipline, the often harrowing realities of tending to the wounded. Imagine this young princess, raised in the sheltered environment of palaces, now immersing herself in the stark world of medical wards, learning to dress wounds, to comfort the dying, to offer solace amidst unimaginable pain. This wasn't a fleeting fancy, a mere photo opportunity. It was a genuine commitment, a desire to share, in some small way, the burden being borne by her generation. And so Princess Mary became a regular, dedicated visitor to military hospitals across Britain. She would arrive not with a grand entourage demanding attention, but with a quiet purpose. She moved through the wards, stopping at bedsides, speaking with the soldiers. These were not formal scripted encounters. She listened to their stories, offered words of encouragement, inquired about their families, perhaps wrote letters for those too injured to do so themselves. For this men, far from home, grievously wounded, the sight of the king's daughter taking a personal interest in their welfare must have been an extraordinary comfort, a profound morale boost. But here lies a crucial, poignant detail, a source of underlying tension in her wartime effort. Despite her training, despite her evident dedication and aptitude, Princess Mary was never formally permitted to work as a full-time, rostered nurse. The reason? Security. The very real fear that the king's only daughter, working in a public hospital, could become a target. An accident, an attack, any harm befalling her would be a devastating blow to national morale and a security nightmare for the authorities. One can only imagine her frustration. Trained, capable, eager to serve in the most practical way, yet held back by the very status that gave her prominence. She could visit, she could comfort, she could support, and she did so tirelessly. But the deeper desire to be fully integrated into a nursing team, to take on the full responsibilities of a working nurse, remained unfulfilled due to circumstances beyond her control. The suspense is not of imminent danger, but of a constrained will, a desire to do more, limited by the gilded cage of her royal position. Her visits were invaluable, her presence a balm. She initiated a Christmas gift fund for soldiers and sailors, sending a personal present to every member of the services, a massive undertaking that demonstrated her commitment. Yet the restriction on her nursing work must have been a private burden. Think of those hospital visits. The princess, in her simple attire, moving among the rows of injured men. What did she say? What did she hear? The raw, unvarnished reality of war. These experiences undoubtedly shaped her, deepened her understanding of sacrifice and suffering, and informed her lifelong dedication to charitable causes, particularly those related to healthcare and ex-servicemen. She was not playing at being a nurse. She was genuinely skilled and compassionate. Nurses who worked alongside her during her training and visits attested to her diligence and her gentle manner. The restriction was a heavy one, a consequence of her birth, not a reflection on her ability or her desire. Princess Mary's wartime story is one of dedicated service within imposed limits. It's a testament to her character that she did not allow these restrictions to deter her from contributing in every way she could. Her hospital visits, her comforting words, Her tangible acts of support, like the Christmas gift fund, made a real difference to countless individuals. She found a way to serve, powerfully and meaningfully, even if it wasn't in the exact capacity she might have initially wished. Her efforts stand as a quiet but compelling example of royal duty in a time of national crisis. A story of a young princess who sought to heal not just with medicine, but with presence, with empathy, with a shared humanity that transcended rank and circumstance, even when the full expression of her skills was, for reasons of state, held in check.